Well, I mean, the military and the corporate entities in Nigeria, for example, are obviously business partners.
What they haven't told us is what they pay to the bosses of the Nigerian police and the bosses of the Nigerian armed forces for a larger corporate protection that they get.
So there's no distinguishing, between the two as far as who is less responsible, who is more responsible. I mean, when you lie down with dogs, I mean, everybody gets fleas.
It doesn't matter if half of Nigeria dies away. Shell will still be making money in Nigeria. That's the moral implication there. They could care less what happens to the people of Nigeria. But because the military regime in Nigeria is so corrupt, so immoral, you can line up their pockets and, just get away with anything. And when communities start to protest about these issues, they call in the police and, they just kill people. Early this year, the London Observer actually revealed that Shell had been buying arms to sustain, the Nigerian police. So in other words, it pays them. Well, of course, Shell is not going there physically to shoot down people, but the police will do that. However, Shell will buy the arms for them. And again, from certain times when the police are out raiding communities, according to the community people, that you actually notice Shell helicopters flying, like, really watching. And then some flying boats, for the naval operations. Communities allege that Shell has provided a lot of facilities like this.
Tell you what, in the last 1 year, how many people have been assassinated in Nigeria by the agents of this government? How many people have had their houses destroyed by the agents of this government? How many people have had their freedom impinged upon by the agents of this government? And any government that oppresses the human race deserves instant condemnation and deserves to be sanctioned. That is what we ask for against this government.
Shell makes 14% of its worldwide profit from one country called Nigeria. But Shell, for your information, controls more than half of Nigerians' oil. Shell has no responsibility to the Nigerian people. And it's never really had any responsibility to Nigerian people, precisely because it's always been cahoots with all the governments in power in Nigeria.
All that they care about is making their billions of dollars in profits, and this they do very handsomely indeed under successive Nigerian military dictatorships. And so they're just not interested in the killings and the tortures and the detentions and the malnutrition. They just don't care.
You cannot just brush the surface of a culture and pretend that you have found an answer. We must turn inward to the deepest of our own roots to find the very best of who we are.
I think that we have to appreciate the suffering of the Nigerian people because of the past decade of dictatorship. I mean, according to the World Health Organization, 10, 12 years ago, there was almost no malnutrition in Nigeria at all. And why should there be? It is the 7th largest producer of oil. They have tremendous oil revenues coming in each year. Now, about half of all Nigerian children suffer from structural malnutrition. The per capita income, the average income of Nigerians has dropped in a decade from over $1,200 per year, which would put, in global terms, would have made Nigeria about a middle-income country, really. Now Nigeria is the 6th poorest country in the world. Per capita income is down below $225 per year. So we're talking about an economic collapse under the dictatorship. There's no prospect at all for that changing as long as the dictatorship is in place. So we're talking about an economic collapse under the dictatorship. There's no prospect at all for that changing as long as the dictatorship is in place.